Hey everyone, it's Chris at Artifact. Today we are in the basement of the Artifact studio where we cut our fabric and leather and do our finishing work. I'm going to show you how to hand hammer a copper burr rivet using our number 325 artisan apron. So let's get started. So I'm going to take this. We use leather washers a lot of times to back our straps and rivets. This one is die cut, so it's just going to hold the two. And we're using a size number 9 copper rivet. We buy these in various lengths. So that way, for example, this apron, we know that we like to use a 3/8 inch, and it minimizes the amount of copper we're going to have to nip off the end because our distributor, we buy these by the pound, and it would just be a waste to get anything longer than what we need. So I'm going to put this on here. And this is a Horween brown chrome XL strap. This is really nice leather. It's very supple but strong. Seat the burr on top, and then I'm going to use, this is called a rivet setter. This one says Heritage Tools number 9 setter. I've had this same rivet setter for years, and notice how great a condition it's in. It's not all damaged or marred. It's just got a nice patina over use. And the reason why it stayed this nice is because I'm using a maul to strike this with. And this is a maul. This is a modern one. It's got a stacked leather handle that's very comfortable to the grip, and it's got a polymer head. So when you're hitting this, it's not like metal against metal. If I was using a hammer to hit this, like this ball peen hammer, over time, it's going to displace this metal, and it's going to look like this. This is a piece of tool steel that I formed into a cold chisel, and it's not precious to me, so I will strike it with a hammer, and look at what happens over time. Can you see how it just mushrooms over like that? And I've seen videos of other leather workers and stuff, and they'll strike this thing to where that'll just mushroom out too. And it's unfortunate because this is, it's a nice tool, and it can stay nice if you just use the right type of maul. And then, well, while we're on the subject, we have mauls for all different jobs. These are antique ones. That one is huge. I like to use this one when I'm setting rivets because it's just the right weight. I think it's about 1 pound, 8 ounces, I want to say. And if you're doing this for hours, you need enough weight in your maul to where you can really strike it, but it doesn't need to be heavier to where you're causing fatigue on yourself. So I really like this one. This, like I said, it's a modern maul. It's sold by Weaver Leather, and there's a link where you can learn more about it in our notes. Let's put these guys away. So I'm going to take this. The rivet setter, it's got 2 parts to it. You've got this recess here, this shaft, and that's where the length of the rivet will go down inside there as you're setting the burr. And then after you've nipped it or you've got it to the size you want, you can take this this concave little dish here and you hammer it over the top, and then it creates a nice smoothed over finish. So first we're going to take this part and we're going to lay it up on there. We're going to give it a nice tap. We don't have to be aggressive with it. You just have to set it, because if you hit too hard, this leather is going to mushroom out and it's not going to look good. See, I hit it just enough to where it's firm against the leather, but it's not mushroomed. So now that I've done that, I put my maul down, and this is my own personal preference. Everyone's got a way of how they want their rivets to look, but I found for me to have a consistent uniform look, I will set it first with the tool, set it to the side, then I'll take the ball peen hammer and I start hitting it down, and notice as I'm hammering it, I'm coming at it kind of like clockwise, just hitting it from the sides, where I'm hitting it at like a 30-degree angle all the way around. And that's going to bring the rivet down and set it down flush there like that. I'm going to do this one too while I'm at it. Watch your fingers. And then I set that down I set the ball peen hammer down. I take my maul, and then I take this little domed part, and I give it a strike. So what I've done is I've lowered the rivet down, and as I've been hitting it, it spreads it out a bit so it sits really flush against that. And then I took the dome part and rounded it over, so that way when you take and you feel your finger, you're not feeling any burrs, any rough surface that can catch on your workpiece or scratch what it is you're doing. But the last thing that I do, and this is kind of an anal retentive thing that I've always done, is I take my ball peen hammer and then I come down flat on it. Let's center that here. So that way, what we've got here is we've got it flush against the rivet, rounded on the edge, so that way it's not going to create a burr, but then it's flat on the top, so you've got a nice low profile. So, and I should talk about the anvil. So if we back up, this is about a 65-pound cast anvil, and it's antique. It's not even a great anvil. Really nice anvils, they'll have like a spring steel top, but I would have lost my mind and had tendonitis if I was using spring steel down in this basement hammering thousands of rivets, because when you hit that spring steel one, it creates a ping ping, whereas this one is a relatively dull thud. So, and I'm not a blacksmith. I'm just setting brass and copper rivets, and those are soft enough to where it doesn't mar this terribly. Now, mind you, I should have this resurfaced. I haven't done it for a long time, and we use it a lot. But I like these. You know, it's not a huge anvil either, so it's just a good benchtop anvil. But that's how we like to rivet things, whether it's bags or apron straps, and everyone's got their own style, but that's how we like to do it here. Hopefully that's been informational for you. If you like the video and you like what we're doing, please click the subscribe button to watch other videos. Thank you. Have a great day.